What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm just talking. This is your boy Malcolm Daniels. Tonight we got a very special episode. Day in the life of a young father. I got your second host right here.
Yes.
You never met him before, but he's about to introduce himself right now.
Yes. My name is Luther, aka Lou. And let's begin this podcast by saying how Malcolm tried to take over the podcast. How Malcolm tried to nah, don't give me that lick. Malcolm tried to take over the podcast. He tried to do the first episode.
Come on, bro.
But he know it wasn't nothing without me, so that's why I'm here today. We about to get this thing started.
All right. He had his little moments of fame, but let's get into this, man. You know what I'm saying?
Young fathers, man.
Young fathers.
Man. Day in the life of a young father, man.
I'm a first-time father.
First-time father, man.
You know what I'm saying?
This is my second go around. I just had, my baby boy. And for people that don't know, you know now. I have another son. There you go. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So let me ask you, man. Since you the new father,
yeah.
How does it feel? Like how was everything leading up into actually you being a father, your son actually being here? How was that? The whole process of her being pregnant for those 9-10 months. Yeah, how was that?
Man, to be honest, that shit was it was like I don't know, it felt surreal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, this is really happening, and like just seeing her body change, and like thinking about the future, and like thinking about my son. We didn't even know if it was a girl or a boy. We were doing the little surprise thing, so it was like
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, it was a lot of anticipation.
Now, I know that wasn't your idea.
No, but it was our first child, so I was trying to like, let my wife, just experience like whatever she wanted. You know what I'm saying, to like relieve stress from her and shit.
Right.
But
so you was simping. That's what you.
No, I wasn't simping. Bro. Like, you know the vibes.
Yeah,
bro.
trust me. I did the same. Anything the mother of my children wanted to do, I did. Anything. You need something from the store, I got it. We need what? I got you. I do it. Because it just ease, like you said, easy stress. You know what I'm saying? You get that they get that, it's sort of ease. Like, oh, he got it? Okay. I'm good. I can chill and relax. So
yeah, it was definitely an emotional roller coaster,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. It definitely because the emotion go, up and down and stuff, but it's a beautiful thing, man.
How was it for you? I mean, I know
the first time it was, I was shocked, of course, when I found out, she was pregnant. But you get that moment of, you like, man, I need to step up. I gotta do what I need to do. Yeah. So, like I said, it's a learning experience. I was kind of slow on things. Noticing things. When it's my first I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm just going off of instinct pretty much, or asking like, oh, what should I do? How should I do this, and how should I maneuver with this? You know what I'm saying?
So how's it now? The second time around?
The second time around, it was, like I said, the situation was different. It was different, but I think.
Want to go into that, or
do I want to go into that? Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, my son is here. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm spending a lot of time with him. And just getting that bonding time, man, and just really, in the mother too, we good now, and we kind of hashing out things. But other than that, man, it's great, man. I love being a dad. I love it, and
yeah, it's definitely, definitely something totally different. A feeling that you really can't explain until you're actually in that moment.
Yeah,
I mean. But it does come with its challenges.
It does,
bro. What I'm saying?
It does. Like when I feel like being a new father. I've been a father for over 2 years now, and I feel like it's just it's on the job training every day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's nothing. Everybody say it's different for every child. No, it's just parenting has evolved over the years, man. What might work for grandma and granddad, or your mother might not work for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Every child and every period in time is different when it comes to parenthood and all that. So it's not a one size fits all. You know what I'm saying?
So like, how do you manage obviously you saying it's your baby mom. We all know that. And
I don't like that. I don't like baby Mother of my children. That's the ghetto. Yes, your baby mama and baby. You know, I know what you're saying. I know.
You know.
Yeah.
It's the woman you had your children with.
So but it's the mother of my child. I didn't say baby mother.
But to my question, how's that dynamic of, you know, you guys don't live together and co-parenting and still having to, you know, work a job and
right.
Like,
man,
how is that?
It's hard, man. It's difficult. Being a father, I feel like being a mother, you're expected to automatically get in that mode of I'm a mother. I'm the, you know, I'm excuse me, I'm the protector. I'm you know, I have to do this, I have to do that. I feel like the father is just like, we're not expected to do as much. We just expect if we there, that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm not like that. I'm really a hands-on father. So me, you know, waking up at 3:00 in the morning, going to work at 4, starting work at 4:00, getting out at 12:30. You know, going to the gym. You know, come from the gym, get ready, eat something, go to see the babies. You know, I'm over there, you know, 4, 5, 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to do the same thing all over again. So me, it's me. What helped me was try to you know, create a routine.
Yeah.
You know, get a routine.
That's where we are at right now. I mean, if you know your boy Malcolm right here, I'm married, so it's a little bit different for me. Yep. You know, we're there together, so it makes it a little easier, I guess.
It is easier. It is an aspect.
But at the same time, when shit goes south, you don't have no, you know, you have outlets, but it's like, you know, stuff's in the household, and you gotta manage that, and then we both work. So now, our kind of thing is, right now, you know, I'm taking the leave right now, and she had to go back to work, and she's gonna be off for the summer.
Right.
But then it's like, you know, daycare is like the next step we got to figure out, and like what we're gonna do with that, and you know what I'm saying. And it's just been, you know, it's been good, but it's just like figuring out like everything. I feel like every day is like a little different, and then like you're figuring out the baby as well, what they like, what they don't like, and just getting them into a routine and what's gonna make them happy. And then like I just feel like sometimes, like no matter what you do, the kid's gonna be fussy, like
of course,
and it's like getting used to that after being like, you know, living like, you know, just two adults,
and the dogs. That's all you have.
You know what I'm saying?
Just y'all two and the dogs. So the most y'all hear is barking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But you got a whole baby in there crying and, you know what I'm saying, whining and everything. So it makes, you know, it's different. It's definitely different. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How has the dynamic been between you and your wife as far as, you know, your relationship goes? That have things changed as far as, things have changed, of course, with the baby. So how do y'all, you know, maneuver as far as everyday life? How y'all maneuver within your relationship now? Seeing as though, you know, y'all and, you know, you have a baby now. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it's been more understanding. I feel like in the past, when there wasn't the baby involved, our son involved, that like we would just like get at each other more without you know, without thinking about something else. But now that he's involved, it's like, okay, you got to really pick your battles more. And then like, because, you know, it gets stressful. Everybody's gonna, you know, every relationship's not perfect. Every marriage is not perfect. And you just gotta, you know, pick the bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? And realize like, it's really about not me or you. It's about the baby, even when there is like, you know, stuff.
That's it, but that's important.
And then I feel like now we're really like helping each other out more. And what we need. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? My wife gets home. She gets home and then she does work from home. So I'll, you know, take care of the baby and stuff while she's doing that, or she won't have anything to do. I'll try to go to the gym or do something. But at night she'll be like super tired and like, but she still needs to get stuff done, like, you know.
So do you feel like right now you and your wife kind of, I see how you doing, you know, roles, but you know the roles, you know, men go out and work, then you know the women stay home, take care of the kids, take care of the house. So do you feel like in a sense y'all you know exchange roles, or it's always been like that? Like y'all always like kind of.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's balance. A role. I mean, I'm just the type of person that gets shit done when it's needed to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's a necessity, I'm gonna like in my mind. There's no other way but to get it done. And it's not like, you know, a role reversal because I still work. I'm just on leave right now. I work a full-time job, but it's more like
we work at the same job.
Yeah.
We work together. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more like just me more stepping up and her more stepping up when like we need the other one more to step. Like case in point, like she was mad tired last night, but she breastfeeds the baby, so at work she has to pump.
Right.
So she's like, I'm super dog shit tired,
bro. And let me not cut you off, but that I think what you just said right there is really really important. And it resonates with me because me not being there, you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's a lot of a burden and a lot more challenging for her because we don't live together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the big, I think for me, that was the hardest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? To, go over there, they come over here, and they have to leave. I can't really, be the I feel like the father I want to be just because of, not the father I want to be, but I'm not there. I'm not actively in the house.
Just because of your dynamic.
Because of our dynamic, we co-parent and we're not together. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like for me makes it hard. So that's why I can see why people say, you should get married, have kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, like marriage is like, it's not just a thing to be taken lightly because it's definitely an emotional, spiritual, financial commitment that like
that contract, boy.
Even if, you guys personalities mix or whatever, there's like everybody is not going to be 100% on everything, no matter how it seems, how perfect the people seem together. You know what I'm saying?
Work, man.
There's always going to be kinks in the line, you know what I'm saying, that just have to be ironed out or worked with. And I think that's where most relationships, not even just talking about marriage, but just most relationships, is the willing to compromise and just,
But let me ask you this: how do you deal with that, or how do y'all deal with that with having a new baby? You know what I'm saying? The dynamics between y'all relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's different. You have the baby, so certain stuff that you can't do anymore because you have the baby now and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my wife. Anybody who's had a child can probably relate to this, where your spouse, your wife, or your girlfriend, or whoever, your significant other, they especially if it's their first child, they get in the phase of where they so attached to the baby that they don't want to go out, they don't want to do anything, they just want to stay in the house. They got to be around the baby 24/7, even if you married, not to get whatever. And then I felt like that in the beginning. I mean, it's gotten better now over the months, but I felt like my wife, it's her first child or our first child, and I just felt like she was not like taking time for herself, to where I was seeing that and I was like, okay, you're gonna go somewhere with your mom or one of your friends today, go use my car, go get your nails done, go do something, we're gonna chill here, even if it's for like an hour, you know what I'm saying, go out and do something for yourself, like, you know what I'm saying. And that's how you got to look out for each other, like, you know what I'm saying, like if you see the other one's having a little bit of problem, or you got to find that outlet or give them a break, and then you know what I'm saying, move on from there. Like I was saying, like last night she was super tired from work, and she's like, yo, can you wash my pump stuff, I didn't get to it. I'm like, yo, no problem. I wash her stuff so it's ready in the morning, so she don't have to worry about it. She needed her clothes done. Usually we just handle each other like our own laundry, but I'm like, okay, you need your clothes done, you go to bed, don't worry about it, I'll put it in the dryer. You know what I'm saying? And just stuff like that.
Marco, man. Husband of the year.
I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's just common, like what
that's
we
good,
all
though.
should do. You
That's
know
good.
what I'm saying?
That's
but
good, bro.
The baby has definitely changed the way we move.
Right. Of course.
You know what I'm
saying? Of
saying?
course. And it does that. It changes you, and that whole, having a baby, man, and having another child, that's great, bro. That's crazy. It's crazy shit, man. Like,
yeah, bro.
Bro, you brought another child in this world. You have to raise it up. You have to nurture it. You have to protect it.
And I feel like,
fight for it. That's wild, bro.
I feel like both of us, being black males, that there's even a more...
It's more expectation.
Expectations.
I felt that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know, in my baby mother, not in her situation, but, her situation with her father. So I thought about those things. I was like, yo, son, like, even thinking of my father was there. My father was a great father. So I'm like, how do I take from my father what my father taught me?
Yeah.
And, take what my grandfather taught him and, kind of look at those things, but okay, how can I make it into my own? You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, parenting is different in every stage. So, how do I take what my grandfather taught my father taught, me, how do I, present that to my kids? You know what I'm saying? So I think about those things. And, and then, like I said, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, I'm not I might not have it all together right now, but I'm getting to that point where I'm like, okay, yes, I'm understanding. Like it's becoming one of those things. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I feel like it's a learning experience every day.
Yes, it definitely is, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is.
And there's stuff I'm learning in there. I don't do everything perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you definitely gonna fuck up.
But I try not to make mistakes,
right?
And I try not to be lazy, even though you're tired sometimes, especially when you get back from we work so early in the morning,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm so tired, but you still gotta do what you still gotta do. You got responsibility.
That's the thing about being being a father, being a man.
Yeah,
you always have to take care of your responsibilities no matter what, bro.
Because before you could fucking bullshit and procrastinate when there wasn't children involved.
I was procrastination McGee.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's what happens when you don't have a responsibility. Now we got kids, man.
Yeah,
two,
bro,
and you got one, so it changes the game. You know what I'm saying? It changes your perspective. If you have kids and your perspective on life don't change, you don't want to get better, you want to grow. Something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you having kids made me want to do better. Having kids made me, want to be better. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to grow up and be like, yo, son, like I need to lock in and really stay focused. And I really need to, better myself, for the sake of, I want them to be better than me. I want them to be better than mother. You know what I'm saying? I want them to have a better life than I had. I had a pretty, good life, but I want them to have better than that.
You
know what I'm saying? So
you already know my story. How I had not so good beginnings.
Yeah.
I never had my real parents raising me. So now that I look to where I'm at now, I'm married. My son's already, he's already starting off good. He has two parents. We own a house. He's starting off already better, and it's just up to me and her to keep doing that. And especially, because he's a boy.
Yeah. And a black boy.
Yeah, even though, my baby's mixed.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? But, he's black and white mixed, but at the end of the day, he gonna be treated as, he got black features. He gonna be treated as black, and I have to, I have to teach him certain things that necessarily my wife and her family can't, teach him.
Right. I thought about that too, man.
And I think about that every day, bro.
I thought about that too, man. Having black kids, man. How the state of our world is, man. With police brutality and the racism and the discrimination and stuff against black people, even though it's been going on for centuries, as we know.
That's a whole nother conversation.
But it is, and we just have to, teach our kids, the best way we can how to maneuver, and how to, navigate, in the world we live in, man. Especially as young fathers, man. I think about that all the time, man. I'll be 30 in 2 more years. So you'll be what? 20?
I'll be 27 next year.
Right.
So
yeah. So we got, hey man,
we're pushing. We're
pushing it, bro.
We're on that other side of the hump.
You know what I'm saying? Even though 30's still young, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but yeah, man, I enjoy being a young father, man. I enjoy being a dad. I didn't know I would enjoy it as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? It's scary, man, because I feel like I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I came in like wow, like a deer in the headlights. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, man, I really got this other kid I have to take care of. Like she's dependent on me. They're dependent on me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm at the point we're at the point in our life where we're like professionally and stuff are still growing.
Right, still growing.
I feel like I'm still growing myself, and then now I got my son, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, how do you keep staying focused and just keep doing what you're doing, even though, we got a house and all that, and you know what I'm saying? We still not where we want to be.
Right.
And just keep pushing, and then like it just motivates me more because, he's here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though I would say I was motivated still, and that's why I am where I am right now, but it's even more so now because I feel like I got a lot more to lose. Yeah. And, shit I was taught when I was younger wasn't, like, I realized when I went out into the world wasn't necessarily right. And I could have been, we've discussed this before where we were like, we could have been pushed a lot more when we were younger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's kind of like with our kids, we gotta be the ones. I felt like I used to think it started with me when I left home, but now I'm realizing it really starting with them. And they're going to be the next ones to, take everything even to another level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Legacy, man. And, just curating different opportunities for our kids that we didn't have. And, teaching about finances, man. Teaching them about, just different things that I wish, my parents, even, to this day would have taught me about saving and taught me about, how to, about credit and all that stuff. Just different stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
do you feel like, being a young father and stuff, like, obviously, you think, like, I feel like we get the short end of the stick.
As far as what? As
far as when it comes to, like, knowing what a baby needs and knowing.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like.
Yes, of course, bro. Because let me tell you this.
I feel like there's a lot of man shaming. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. I feel like our situation is just because we want to do stuff. We want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Now for the other fathers that don't do shit, we ain't talk about the motherfuckers. We ain't fuck them. We talk about us active fathers that want to do stuff that's trying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Yes, of course, bro. My mother's family, they close knit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women in the family close knit. So of course, man, they say certain stuff. The way they do something. You sure you know what you're doing? Man, I'm like, yeah, man, I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But even still, I think I think they do a good job on both sides, or her side and my side, of letting us figure it out, especially now. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. They don't try to butt in, everything like that. They hearing, grandparents, they're gonna spoil the child. That's what they're supposed to do, grandparents. But
yeah, I'm talking about as far as, like, case in point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I started, like, doing the diapers and whatever, like I felt like I was always, like, being watched.
Oh yeah,
like,
you was being watched,
it right, or like
you was being tested. You was being tested.
You can't control when a baby's about to piss. You know what I'm saying? And it was like my wife started.
You too slow.
Yeah, you too slow. Hurry up! And then he turned around and do it to her. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, you're too slow. Like you see, like you can't be like, bro.
Because that's what some mothers got this thing where they think because they're mothers, they got this instinct that kick in, which is true. But even still, like I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a learning process, bro. We ain't gonna get everything right. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like as young fathers, like they think we're not as emotionally attached right away when the child comes out.
Bro, that is that's a real thing. I know exactly.
But for me, like the whole process going through it, I felt like as soon as I knew she was pregnant, I felt like something in me that like I was so like already so emotionally attached to the baby. But I feel like as young men, like we get perceived as being different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're in our mid-20s, and I feel late like 20s. They were like it just seemed like I guess like people just like seemed like I wasn't as emotionally attached, even though I was. And I feel like
they want you to like to cry, boohoo, cry and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think like you know what I'm saying, because I'm kind of to certain people I'm kind of more reserved. You know what I'm saying, but I just feel like they weren't. That wasn't like the right thing to be said, or like or to think of just because he ain't doing it the way I would do it, or
and that's what it is, bro. That's how let me tell you the case in point too. My mother's child, my kid's mother, she said the same thing to me about my daughter Layla. She was like, I just don't feel like you're really emotionally attached, or you don't show no emotion. I'm like, you knew me who I was before, we even had you. I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they expect. They think when the kids, yes, when my daughter, I was happy, bro. I was smiling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My whole, aura was different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I mean? But I feel like if we're not wearing men, as men, we don't really wear our emotion in our sleeves like that. You know what I'm saying? So for them, it's like, show cry, or show more emotion, be sweeter. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, that definitely is a thing for me, at least
I mean,
in my
some people
experience.
are like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it doesn't mean that you're not extremely emotionally attached to something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you express yourself
in
a different way. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. Yeah.
Because I was, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We spent a week in the hospital because my wife, she had complications or
Right.
whatever. We had to have an emergency C, so we had to spend extra time
Yeah.
in the hospital. So that was a whole nother
Mm-hmm.
Thing of emotions with the pregnancy and shit that we had to deal with.
Scary
And
stuff.
you know what I'm saying? And I felt like in that moment we got really close when that happened because we, it was a traumatic experience.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, man, it was. I feel like it's just I don't know, man. I mean, I was sitting in. When he came out and we were in the room. He was sitting there in the bassinet, man. I really like my wife would sleep on the hospital bed and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I was just sitting there and I started crying, bro, because I was like so emotionally overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is the thing though.
But everybody didn't have to be there. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing though. See, everybody don't have to know that. See, me, I don't think have I cried. I've cried, but it wasn't like no boo hoo cry. It was like tears and stuff. But it's just joy. Like you feel joy.
I wasn't like wailing or making noise. I was just like sitting there, like arm on the bassinet, and I was just staring at him. And then I just got like super emotional, and like tears came out of my eyes. And like my wife didn't know I was crying, bro. You know. Right. But yeah, like moments like that, bro. It's like like that the feeling that like that. It's like I don't know, man. It's like a whole like outer body experience. Like it's a feeling that you never get unless you really experience something like this and you really like emotionally involved in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes like as young men, like especially young fathers, like we don't get credit for like having those feelings or
because we don't, like I said, it's not, we don't express them, we don't wear them on our sleeve. You know what I'm saying? So of course, people are like, well, you need to show this. Nah, man. Let me express my emotions. I express my emotions. I don't need to, prove anything to you or show you any type of emotion just because I don't express them or show them the same way you do.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nah, man. I totally get what you're saying. So, but bro, man, we new fathers, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Hey, to all my young dads out there, man, yo, let us know how you feel about this, man. Go over on YouTube at I'm Just Talking, like and subscribe, leave a comment, yo, or go to Instagram at I'm Just Talking _ send me a DM, and let us hear your opinion. Drop a comment.
Send us a DM.
You know what I'm saying?
This not your show only, Malcolm. This is our show.
But yeah, yo, go ahead and let us know your opinion on that, man, because I feel like a lot of us feel that way, but we ain't never gonna say it. We just gonna brush the shit over.
Yeah.
And let it go from there.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, man. What else, man? This shit's just crazy.
Man, like I said, man, I love being a dad, man. Fatherhood, it don't get no better, man. Having kids, having little creatures that you created, man. Like that's a beautiful experience, man. One of God's greatest creations, man. You know what I'm saying? Women are able to bear children, to have children, be able to help them, create them. It don't get no better, man. Like I said, sometimes you wish circumstances were different. Like in my case, I wish circumstances were different. But other than that, man, I'm happy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Yeah, I'm blessed. She's healthy.
Man. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout the years and stuff, you keep learning. I think it's a forever learning process.
Forever, bro. Forever learning, bro.
I just feel like as, young men, no matter what what your financial situation is, whether you black, white, whatever you are,
Yep.
it doesn't matter. As long as you are committed and you're willing and you just, enjoy your child and, watch them grow and let them do whatever, is going to make them successful and them be happy. I think, the future is bright, there's no limits, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way I think about that.
Yeah.
But, hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
Second installment of I'm Just Talking. Go ahead and go follow us on Instagram at I'm Just Talking _. That's I'm Just Talking _
Yes, sir.
man. Drop a DM. Let us know what the next topic's going to be. We want to hear from you guys. Like I said, man, you guys are going to have opportunities to be on here. We're going to have way more guests. And yeah, man.
Yes, indeed, man.
Peace.
Shit, man. We out.